tell us what drew you to the role of Gravik, and were you gunning to be a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
What drew me to Gravik was the idea of, well, the show to begin with. The pitch from the producers was that they were going to try and do something a little bit different. It was going to be darker in tone and perhaps a little bit more adult. And then also that the character was a character that was in a direction that was new to me. Yeah, I'd never read for or even thought about playing a villain, at least not as far back as I can remember, you know, so yeah, it just felt like a good acting challenge.
No one is ever the villain of their own story, and now, of course, Gravik makes no exception. Now, would you go as far as to say that he's just looking out for his own people?
No, I wouldn't. I think that's what he wants you and everyone else to think, but I don't think that he's looking out for anyone other than possibly himself.
What were the challenges that you were faced with when portraying a character that is, of course, some sort of non-human alien character whose humanity is also very well explored throughout the show? How did you balance his human emotions, the way that we as viewers can relate to your character, all the while he's an alien?
I didn't really think about his alien emotions, to be honest with you. I was like, if there was any sense that he was, you know, there weren't any parallels between his humanity and his alienality, I guess I probably wouldn't have done it. It was that his journey felt incredibly relatable to a human experience. That's the only reason why I want to kind of play him. Yeah.
Now, despite this being a major comic storyline from 2008, the premise of the show feels eerily contemporary. Now, of course, it flips the scripts when it comes to who we usually see portrayed as the terrorist in movies and television. And now, of course, in our real world, we are dealing with hate spewers ranting about conspiracy or ethnic replacement of the kind. Now, would you say that the complexities of our world are seeping into the MCU?
Well, I mean, I can only really speak for like Gravik within this story, because like the power that I had really like was around him and making sure that I took responsibility for making sure he felt like a responsible portrayal, I guess, which is why I felt strongly that his feelings of hatred towards Fury and Talos and that specific history was like the key thing that was motivating him, and that like anything about my people, your people, Skrulls better, humans, like that was something, if anything, that was just what he was using to manipulate the people around him, and that there were no strong feelings around any of that as far as Gravik was concerned. He sort of crossed that line a long time ago. This is just a pure feelings of hatred towards the two men who he felt let him down the most when he was younger, and we meet him at a point where he doesn't trust anymore, and he's had enough, and he's deciding to take charge of his own destiny.
Absolutely. Now, there's a constant discourse surrounding actors in big budget projects and whether artistry can still find a place in these tentpoles. I'm curious to hear what you make of this
I hope so.
Debate.
Yeah, there felt like an angle with Gravik to create something that was three-dimensional and like of some sort of substance, I hope. So, yeah, I didn't feel like a sellout, if that's what you're asking.
Not necessarily,
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Now,